I'm sorry, we haven't met yet. I'm a new day. Yeah, you've never experienced me before. Look, I know you've had other days, but do not compare me or prescript what I'm gonna be like.
Good morning, guys. Day 3 in Shenandoah as I'm doing my road walk / trail thing. Yesterday, when I got to camp, a lady showed up and had a hang tag thermometer on her bag. Hang tag, zipper. Anyway, it's a hanging thermometer thing. It was 92 degrees yesterday afternoon when I was walking. No wonder I was so hot and feeling so miserable. The wind picked up last night and it sprinkled for about a half an hour. So it's a little cooler this morning. I think the temperature, the high today is around 80 or maybe a little higher. I am trying to push, well, according to my schedule, I'm pushing to Bear Fence Hut, but according to my heart, I want to go to the Big Mountain Wayside. Big Mountain? Can't ever remember the name of it. But anyway, it's a wayside that's open. There's tenting nearby. It's like 20 miles from here, rather than 12.4. So that's almost doubling my day. And I started my period again this morning. After I started my period, it stopped. I started it again today, 5 days later. No idea what's happening in there. It's just doing its own thing. Of course, I am walking nonstop and putting my body through all kinds of hell. So there's that. Anywho, here I am. For the next mile, I'm doing a road walk. And then I think I'm gonna switch back over to the trail. I'm just keeping it novel. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna watch for cars, I'm gonna be safe, and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, I'm 1 mile away from Lewis Mountain, I think, camp store. I'm super excited about it. It is open. Supposedly, they have ice cream and coffee and soda pops and an assortment of things, delicious treats for people. 1 mile away and I'm so excited. I just stopped and filtered some water and peed, and now I am zooming because it's past lunchtime and I'm a hungry girl and I deserve some treats. Damn it. So off we go, Lewis Mountain, I think, camp store. And yeah, boost my spirits. Finally, some spirit lifting. And they're just the prettiest thing you ever did see. Let's go get some ice cream. Good morning, guys. I made it to Saturday. I feel a lot better today. Yesterday, my shorter day, I stayed at Bear Fence Hut and I only had like a 13-mile day. I went to Lewis Mountain Camp Store and I hung out for 3 hours. I got Wi-Fi. I had coffee. I had a fruit cup. I had a Hershey bar. I had potato chips. I had a great time just sitting and hanging out yesterday at the camp store. It was exactly what my soul needed. This morning, I'm headed on. Well, hang on, let me back up. Let me tell you about last night though. It was hot, I was sweating. The moment I get good enough signal, I am 100% buying a 40-degree quilt or bag because my 20-degree bag, oh, I was sweating all night long. I'm probably dehydrated just from how much I sweat in that thing last night. On top of that, I had to wash out my Diva cup and empty it in the middle of the night because it decided to try and overflow on me because, you know, that time of the month. And then after that, I had to fight a spider that was right next to my bed in the middle of the night. I scared the shit out of everybody in the shelter by going whack with a shoe. And then I couldn't manage to get it out of the shelter. And then a guy above me, a firefighter jiu-jitsu guy with a big fat thick neck, was snoring his face off. I had to wear my AirPods with noise canceling and music. Hey car! Hey car! How'd I know they were there? Hey car! Anyway, he was snoring his fat face off so loud. What else bothered me? I just couldn't get comfortable. Nothing was good. So I slept like shit. I woke up at 5:20 this morning though, started pulling my life together, and got out by 6:15. I attempted the rock scramble that's up at Bear Fence Mountain, and well, according to my husband, I did not fail because I didn't fall and die. I retreated to fight again another day. I couldn't make it because it was too scary. But I did get a picture, which you'll see in this video, of the sunrise coming up from halfway across the scramble. And now it brings us to this moment. I'm walking to Big Meadows Camp Store and Wayside. Coffee time! Oh, look, I'm glowing in the sun. Just so excited to get some coffee. And it's Saturday, so I have to walk to Skyland Resort, where I will get a shuttle to Mountain Home B&B hostel thingy. Oh, that sun feels nice first thing in the morning. It does feel good. It was actually a little weirdly chilly, kind of, which is the reason I was in my quilt and not on top of my quilt, because it was too cold to not be covered, but it was too hot to be covered. So, whatever. Nothing's keeping me down this morning. It's gonna be a good day. I'm willing it. I'm willing it. After a couple of days of just being in the absolute shitter. Thank you guys, by the way, for your very positive and sweet comments. I will respond to each one of you. But I saw the comments this morning as soon as I got cell phone signal, and I was like, man, I have such a good support system at home. And not at home. Big mama, nope. She's not big at all, she is tiny. Bad mama even commented. All of my people, thank you very much for supporting me. I love it, and it means more than you'll ever know. So my arm is about to fall off, so I better end this now, because 4 minutes of holding my camera out is real hard. But Big Meadows, I'm coming for them. Big Meadows Camp Store right there. They weren't kidding about the big meadows. There are some meadows. And they look kind of big from here. And life is good again. What's up, guys? Check this out. You see these crazy rock fields I'm in? Just passed a sign that said, off-trail use is prohibited. Well, seemingly no shit, but I guess people would maybe try to climb these rocks because they're morons. I don't know. As my father-in-law would say, morons. But look how insane that is. Oh, just imagine those things rolling, how dangerous that would be. Anyway, just sharing. You ever drive through a small town, come to a railroad crossing, and you're just stuck in your car waiting for the world's longest train to go by? Just had that experience on the trail. I was going across this scree field, which was like a bunch of boulders that were all just cattywampus, kind of like what I showed you in the previous clip, but it was across the trail. And there was a party of like, I don't know, 8 or 10 30-year-old women that were all trying to get across. I was listening to them and watching them, and they were all like, oh, and my dermatologist said, and then we had a wine weekend, and then and then my husband was like dooping, and then the Caribbean, and I was like just standing there waiting patiently for them to go by past the scree field so that I could take my turn. And they get across and they're like, oh, you're wearing a big pack. What are you doing? And I was like, I'm walking the Appalachian Trail. And you're on it. This is the Appalachian Trail. And then they were like, "That's amazing, are you by yourself?" This is exactly what they sounded like, by the way. Sorry, folks. This is exactly what they sounded like, but it literally felt like sitting in my car waiting for the world's longest train to go by. Not a single one of them were athletically inclined. They were all stumbling, falling, trying not to fall. None of them had any trekking poles. They weren't even really dressed for it. They were all like tennis skirts and booty shorts and super clean shoes. And I was like, what are y'all doing out here? Apparently it was one of their birthdays. So I said, happy birthday. And they were like, where did you start walking? And I was like, Georgia, 950 miles ago or whatever. Anyway, it was just a funny scene. And then I got across and they were like, wow, that was so fast. You're so fast. I don't know. It made me feel good for a change. I felt like a, I don't know, like a nimble-footed bobcat running across the forest floor or something. Who knows? Anyway, it was just a funny story. It really blows my mind that I was at Big Meadows today, 9 miles away, and I was at Route 33 like yesterday or something, 23 miles away.